Hello everyone, Todd here, and today I'm going to do a detailed review of the DKOLDIES Retro Box Round 2. Very fortunate that I got to do Round 2, and I want to do a very detailed review of this. I opened this on our Facebook page, DKOLDIES fan page. I did a live stream where I opened this up and showed everything that I got in the box, but I wanted to do a nice really nice review of it. Just because I wanted to kind of show every item off again and kind of show how good of a product this truly is. So let's get into it. First thing that you do get when you order the Retro box is the actual box. Now this came in another box, so this isn't actually shipped, but this is just beautiful in itself. They did a lot of work actually doing a really good job putting this box together. So I think it's nice to show it off because this is what, as a consumer, you're going to get when you actually get this box. So in this box, I got 8 items this time. So the first thing that I got was a Game Boy cartridge Looney Tunes Trouble. And you can see the cartridge looks really nice, really good condition. Perfect for the collection, can add it to it, and a game that I actually would want to play. So I thought this was a great job by them. They actually gave me a really nice cartridge. And roughly, if you were to buy that on it, you'd probably pay about $6 for it. So you're actually picking up a really good part when they actually give it you with the Retro box. The next thing that they sent me was an NES cartridge, and they actually sent it in a blue case. This particular one is Metal Gear. You can see it's a beautiful cartridge, very clean, and it was a plus to have it sent with the actual blue case. No manual, but it still was a great addition to the collection. I don't have Metal Gear, so I thought it was very good that they added it to this Retro box this month. And obviously, I love the actual blue case. I wish I had about 100 of these because I would definitely use them. I like the sleeves, but the cases are just nice as well. So you can see really good setup there, and you would have paid probably about $10 for the cartridge alone, and just the attitude of actually having the actual blue case was fantastic. The next thing they did send me was an actual manual, and I do actually have this game. It's Back to the Future for the NES. The manual is in really good shape, not pristine by any means, but definitely in great shape. Nothing missing out of it, and obviously, not horrible or anything like that. Would be perfect to add to the game. So it was nice to actually have something that I could add to an existing game that I already had, and it'll get me one step closer to actually getting complete in that game. So the actual manual itself, roughly about $5 to $6 for it, and I was able to actually get it with the Retro box, so that was fantastic. Next thing that I got was a complete game. It was a Nintendo GameCube game, and it's Resident Evil 0. Now, really nice game, comes with both the disc, the owner's manual and whatnot, and the case is in fantastic condition. So, was glad to get this in the Retro box as well. Something like this, complete in the box, you're looking at about $12 or so, which I thought was a good deal for it. And obviously going to add it to the collection and get to play it as well, because I think the GameCube version is not one of the best, but I think it's a good version to have it on. Next thing that they added was SimCity for the Super Nintendo. This cartridge is in really good shape, very clean, connections are good, label's perfect as well. So no manual, anything like that, just the actual cartridge, which is fine. Because some of us out here just want to play the game or add the game to our collection, not necessarily complete. I'm not a complete guy. I want a few completions. I want a few things that in my collection, but necessarily don't need everything to be complete. So I thought this was good to add to collection as well. If I wanted to just pick this up by itself, it would have been about $7 to $8 to pick up. So yet again, something that came in the Retro box to add to the collection. Next thing that they did add, and I saw that they added a lot of these with the unboxing videos that I saw, was the original Tamagotchi in the box. Now this is Generation 1. So I was actually pretty astonished that I got this. I thought this was great, that they added a little bit of variety to the Retro box this time around. And gave us some stuff that some of us would be really interested in, some of us might not be interested in, but I think they did a fantastic job adding some variety to it and just definitely broadening the spectrum of the actual box. So I thought it was fantastic. So if I had just ordered this, from what I could tell, probably about 10 or 15 bucks, maybe a little bit more depending on who it was. But yet again, to have something like this to just put on the shelf, I'm a big 90s kid. I love this kind of stuff. I think it's fantastic that they added it to the group. Next thing, it was a simple little thing. It's an old school cartridge cleaner. I think that was great. I think that they should add some of these with their own logo on them. I think that would be great. Something that, obviously I don't know the logistics of that, but anything that you can brand yourself with is definitely fantastic. The box is definitely one of them, but if they had some of these with their logo on it, I think that'd be fantastic, or posters, or something just to extend their brand. Because if you watch the first video of round one, they sent me that retro shirt, which had their logo on it, which I thought was fantastic. So anything to add to the brand would be great. But they added this as well, and I thought that was important to say, hey, here's some stuff as well for your actual collection, because many of us go through these. A lot of us use these things constantly, and it's nice to get something in the pack that we can utilize pretty quick. So I thought that was pretty cool. You'd probably pay a couple bucks for it, but definitely worth that actual having it in the collection as well, or having it part of the retro box. Excuse me. Last but not least, they added this, and I'm starting to get into this now. They added the Nintendo Power magazines, and I wish I had picked these up when I was younger so I could have had a full collection, or at least somewhat of a collection. But I would think this was great that they added these. I hope they continue to add these to the retro box, because I think it's great to just have these. This is volume 38, which has something that I quite enjoy, which is the Street Fighter. This one is in really good shape, no issues there, and definitely a lot of stuff that I have tried to go through and read a little bit on. And I think Nintendo Power was a great magazine. I wish that they still made them and still came out with them. During the live stream, I noticed that there was something that I thought was pretty cool, which was the Super Mario Brothers pinball. And I recently saw a video on that someone else had done, and it was like a really good video, and it's just amazing that happened to be in this particular magazine. But fantastic that this was part of it, and I hope that they continue to do that. I need to come up with a really good way to display these, because I think it's good to add to the collection and just retro in the whole sense as well. So you would have paid roughly probably about 10 bucks for this. Maybe a little less, a little bit more, depending on condition, but I think it was fantastic they added the collection. So all of that you got for, a subscription, what you normally would pay for a subscription somewhere else. And I think it was fantastic. They really looked at each individual person and kind of made a decision of what they thought would be best. And I think they did a fantastic job. I think DKOLDIES nailed it. So I hope to be part of round 3. I hope I can continue to show off these things and be kind of a supporter of that, because I think it's fantastic that they added all the things that they added to this. Definitely worth the money. Definitely want to continue to do it, and hopefully I will. But anyway, that's my review of it. Think they nailed it. 5 out of 5 all day long. They definitely added a lot of stuff to my collection that I wasn't expecting, but it definitely hit me where I wanted it to be, because I thought it was fantastic the way they had done it. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit like. If you like the channel and what I'm doing, please hit subscribe. Hoping to get better at this, hoping to have better technology, better cameras, better audio, everything else that I can add to it. And I'd love to do more and more and more, because I love talking about these things, doing things with the arcade one-up cabinets behind me, and just talking about gaming in general. I think it's fantastic that we have this source to talk and interact with everybody. Well, thank you and have a great day.